How's it going, troublemakers? Welcome back in. Of course, this is another submission video. I had such a little energy, like half an hour ago. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to film. Then I started listening to some music, started dancing around. You wouldn't think that I'm a dancer. I asked you guys to ask me for advice on relationships, and I am here to solve everything. Papa Dylan's here. I am ready to tackle your problems. So I'm sleeping with a taken man. I didn't know he was taken until after we had been hooking up for 7 months, and now I love him. Yikes. How do I get him to leave his girlfriend for me? Oh, you can't bring me down with your really annoying problems. Let me give you some advice. Leave this man and do not come back. Best case scenario, you break up his family, and he leaves his family for you, which you should feel guilty about. But then you have to live with the knowledge that this man is a man who's willing to leave his family for another woman. So why would he not do that again with you? You don't want to steal cheaters from other people, because then they're just your cheater. And you think, oh, you're the special one who he's not going to cheat with. Yeah, okay. My boyfriend, 17, kissed my grandma, 73, on Valentine's Day. She's always been a bitch to me, and this really convinced me to stop talking to her. But should I break up with him? He doesn't love her or anything, but it still upset me because we've been dating for 3 years. There's no way I read that right. No, I did read that right. Oh my god. Your grandma's stealing your boyfriend. Oh! No, you cannot break up with him! Because if you do, you're admitting defeat to your grandmother. If you break up with him, it'll be because your grandmother stole your boyfriend. Oh. If you lose your teenage boyfriend to your grandmother, then just pack it in. Dating is not for you. Get a cat, move to Alaska, grow all by yourself and die. Like, that's all that is ahead of you. There's no way that's real. I refuse to believe that's real. Hi Dylan, I've been dating this guy for 17 months. I'm a woman. Recently we've been arguing a lot. He calls me a whore and a slut multiple times a day, and is constantly checking women out when I'm around, and then will compliment them. I love him so much, but I really am not sure what to do anymore. Respect is the foundation of any good romantic relationship. It sounds like he doesn't have respect for you. It sucks that you love him, but this is a situation where I say you gotta let him go. That's horrible. My boyfriend of 3.5 years broke it off by saying, I just want to be alone right now, without attachments. I'm burned out, etc. But then also, right before he leaves, he keeps the keys to my home and says, no matter what, I know all my past will lead me back here. Explain the logic? I think your boyfriend believes that he is the protagonist in a young adult fiction story. This man legit believes that, like, an omniscient narrator is just watching over him, taking notes on his life. Let me ask you a question. Did he look to the sky after he said it? Was he like, I'm so sorry, we must break up. I need time. Yet know this, my beloved. All paths lead me back here to you. Did you get that? Did you get that, narrator? What a fucking pretentious thing to say. What a weird... Oh, God, I hate it. Hey, Dylan, I'm Lucia. Lucia? Whether it's Lucia or Lucia, that is such a sexy name. We're off to a good start here. I'm 26, and I've been married for 2 years now. Oh, damn. Okay, you're taken. Everything is okay with my husband. Damn it. Fuck me. But still, every day, I find myself thinking about other men. I look at them and imagine how things could be with them. I work in a bar, and I deal with a lot of customers asking me to go out and have fun. I haven't accepted any, but I'm constantly thinking on doing it. Just don't know, maybe I'm looking for some trouble? Well, you come to the trouble master, Lucia. Now, let me give you some serious advice. It sounds like your marriage just needs a little bit of spice. My best advice for you would be to find a YouTuber who's interested. No, it's something that you have to address, because it sounds like you're otherwise happy with your husband. So you just need to find what's missing, identify what that is, talk about it. I mean, that's what marriage is. It's about negotiating, figuring problems out together. You might be a little bit hurt hearing it. I mean, I wouldn't talk about how you're thinking about doing other things with other men. I would just talk about, like, the missing danger element. I don't know that I would ever trust a man enough to say, like, hey, I want more danger. I feel like a man would be like, all right, I'll kidnap you. Should I date older men? I am 23 years old. I've always been attracted to older men. I have a perfect relationship with both of my parents, so it's not daddy issues. I have no idea why. What makes it worse is I haven't had a relationship to test this theory. I haven't even held hands with a boy. I just know I've always wanted an older man. It doesn't have to be 10 years older, but if he is 10 or 15 years older, I will pursue it gladly. I don't think age gaps, especially once you're in your 20s, are that big of a deal. I really don't. For, like, serious relationships, like long-term relationships, women are looking for men who are stable. Men take longer to mature, and financially, men typically don't make money until they're in their 30s. Conversely, Men are attracted to looks. I'm sure they're attracted to other things too. The point is, like, it just makes sense pragmatically. Women are attracted to men who are stable. Men take longer to get there. Women are there faster because they just mature faster. So to me, age gaps aren't that big of a deal. I don't want to say that. That's not a blanket statement. I don't want to, because I've seen like 20-year-old girls with like 70-year-old men, and that's just like, that weirds me out too. Hi Dylan, I just graduated from high school and my favorite English teacher gave me his number to text him after graduation. Nah, this is not going to go well. He does it with all his favorite students, so okay, sure. So I didn't think too much of it, but we've been texting a lot recently, a lot of it being flirty, and he wanted to meet up for dinner and drinks. I'm 18 and he's in his mid-40s, I think. I don't know what type of relationship he's looking for. Is it just harmless drinks and a chat to catch up? Or is it something more? There's no catching up. You just graduated. You have to spend time apart to catch up. Also, you're 18. If you're in America, you can't drink. So if he's like trying to get you to drink, I'm not sure I want a romantic relationship with the man who taught me Shakespeare, and the flirting is very suggestive. But all my friends tell me I'm being paranoid for no reason, and that old students and teachers meet up all the time to talk when nothing weird happens. Am I making a big deal out of nothing, or should I meet up with him? What's your advice? I would say find a 39.5-foot pole and put it between you and this man. You have a good sense. If he's being flirty over text with a student of his, creepy. Remember what I said about age gaps? Like, I'm fine with them. I'm not fine with this one. First of all, you're freshly 18, so that's creepy already. And second of all, he knew you while you were still in the growing up process. You should not be allowed. I know it's not illegal, but it just feels really illegal. I'm in love with my best friend's dad, and he feels the same. But I don't know what to do because I don't want to ruin my relationship with my friend. My advice to you would be to date the dad and then marry him. And then you'll have a new kind of relationship with your friend. You will be her mother. I can laugh because it's not my problem. Dylan, I'm not the best looking guy. How do I get a girlfriend? Outside of looks, what else do girls look for? They're looking for guys who are emotionally, financially stable. They like guys who are confident, the guys who are in shape, guys who are well dressed and make a good first impression. You can work on these things. Also, I think girls are just attracted to guys who are skilled. Guys who just have skills in general. And those are things that you can work on. There are platforms that help you grow your skill sets. Skillshare would be one of them. Yeah, it's sponsored. Skillshare is an online learning community with tons of high-end courses led by some great instructors. They have courses ranging from animation to film to graphic design to music and business. Now, I get messages sometimes asking how I make my videos. And if I were to give advice to somebody who's going to start making YouTube videos, I would say learn to edit. I use Premiere Pro, that's the software I'd recommend for people editing. And Skillshare has some really great classes that teach the ins and outs of Premiere. This one that you're looking at right here teaches the very basics of Premiere. So this is where you'd start ground floor. Marques Brownlee actually has a course too where he goes over the process of how he makes his videos from creating the idea all the way until completion. And I think it's best to learn from people who've had like a lot of success in their field. Of course, Skillshare is completely ad-free. The interface is super easy to navigate and the classes they offer are phenomenal. I'll leave a link in the description, and the first 1,000 people who click that link are going to get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. It'll give you a chance to test out any number of classes and grow your skill sets. Big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Female 24, married to a 32-year-old male for 3 years. How do I convince him to be more open sexually? I want to play sex games and have foreplay. I can't imagine doing these basic sex positions for the rest of my marriage. As an outside observer, there's a chance that maybe he sticks to the basics because he doesn't want to take chances and not perform, and then he thinks you're gonna judge him for that, you know? So it might just be like a stick to the basics because, you know, he doesn't want to embarrass himself. My suggestion, open doors in his mind. One night you go to him and you tell him, everything that I say goes. You get no say. And then you do all the things that you want to do, and he's probably gonna have a good time. Make sure he has a good time. And make sure to bring him to some new things. Because if it goes well, then you'll be like, oh my god, that was so great. The candle wax and the handcuffs and when you were whipping me, like, I just really like that. But the pressure's off him because you're the one in charge for that one specific night. My partner didn't think you were funny. How do I cope with this breakup? Good job. You know your worth. Any good ideas for a date? I do have one. I just thought of it. It's such a good idea. Make it a themed date. And the theme is cliche date. You go mini golfing. Then you go and get a milkshake with 2 straws, 1 cup. look into each other's eyes as you suck that thing down. Oh, I don't like the phrasing on that. Maybe you walk along the beach. Just find a bunch of cliche date stuff and then do those things. But do it with the understanding that you're doing it for the cliche. And take pictures of every cliche item on the list. So maybe you think of like 5 cliche things. And then at the end of the dates, you have like the 5 best photos of you two doing those specific things. You make it into a little scrapbook type thing. Boom. It could be a digital scrapbook. You don't got to actually like print stuff out. But boom, right there. Take that date idea. In 5th grade, I didn't know what Netflix and chill meant. So I told my uncle, and he hasn't stopped bothering me since. But he's only like 19, and I'm 15. Not to mention that I have actually had a crush on him when I was younger. Dylan, I need your wisdom. Do you see a future between us? Maybe not now, but when I'm older. And don't call me weird when you had a crush on Ursula, a literal octopus. Don't drag me down to your depths. I know my weird things. My weird things are legal. Well, you can't have sex with a fish legally. Can you? I do have good news for you, though. I do see a future between you and your uncle. That future is at family gatherings, where you guys are friendly, but you are not intimate because you're family. Leave it at that. Okay, so I'm a lesbian. I'm dating my friend, and I've been friends with her since the 4th grade. They asked me out on June 19th, and I have been dating her since. The problem is I'm closeted. I'm going to school soon, and I really want to be public with her, but without my parents knowing. My parents support the LGBTQ. My parents support the LGBTB. That's why it tripped me up. My parents support the LGBTQ if it's other people. They wouldn't want a lesbian daughter, but they are okay with their niece being bisexual. And I'm pretty scared of breaking up with my girlfriend. I know we aren't breaking up soon, but I'm afraid that the day will come and I'll be heartbroken because I hate rejection. Is there any advice that you can give me? Also, I love you, Dylan. Thank you for loving me. I don't know. I feel like the longer you hold on to it, when you want to be out publicly, the longer you hold on to it, the just unhappier you're gonna be. And if your parents are supportive, I don't know why you're getting the inclination why your parents wouldn't be supportive for you specifically. Even if they're shocked at first, they would come around very quickly. Because it sounds like your parents are accepting people. So I would just trust them, have faith in them, that they love you, and then be out in public. It's gonna be so much more satisfying for you. I see this guy every day on the train on my way home from school. I really want to talk to him, but I don't know how. What is a natural way to start a conversation with? Come here often. If he's attracted to you in the least, he's probably noticed you as well. So I would be like, hi, not to be weird, but I see you on the train a lot. Are you like on your way back from work every day, or are you like visiting your sick grandma who has only a couple of days left? And then he'll say the reason, and then you'll be like, okay, good, I'm glad you don't have a sick grandmother. And then he'll be like, oh, my grandmother's dead. And then you'll be like, oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. And he'll be like, no, I'm just joking. And then you guys are in love already. See how that plays out so well in my mind? My cousin and I have been in an on and off hookup situation for a few years now. But I want something more serious. And I'm planning on proposing to her somewhat soon. But I'm not sure how to go about it. Okay. I'll give you advice. You submitted, you get advice. Go to the nearest jeweler. Ask them for their biggest diamond. Take that diamond and put it in your mouth. Swallow it and choke. Was that too mean? No, because this person's not serious. I am in love with my stepbrother. I mean, at least you're not blood related. What am I saying at this point? Jesus Christ. Where have we set this bar? It's on the floor. Fuck it, go for it. Yeah, go for it. You're not blood related. I like my male coworker. He's 21, I'm a 22-year-old girl. And I'm not sure if my feelings are returned. I am the most oblivious person ever. Is there a surefire way to tell? You are in luck, because there is a surefire way to tell if this guy's interested in you. You can ask him. And I am positive that if you ask, you will get an answer. Unless he just runs. Which I guess is an answer in and of itself. Boom, solved. Hi, I'm a 23-year-old girl dating my guy best friend a week after I broke up with my ex, who I was in a long-distance relationship with for 3 years. I got the guts to break up only after my best friend confessed his feelings for me, but now my ex is in a horrible place mentally, mostly because of my decision to end things, and I can't help but feel guilty. I don't regret breaking up, but am I wrong to be happy now? P.S. He was insecure about my closeness with my best friend, and I ended up dating him, LOL. LOL, laugh out loud. I feel wrong about it too, but I'm so happy with what I have now. Am I wrong to have left him? Man, relationships are messy. You're not wrong to be happy, but you also did this man dirty. You have to acknowledge that. I think you're just gonna have to live with the fact that you are the villain to this man. And there's nothing you can do about that. The best thing to do is just to let him be. In like a year, if you ever break up with the person you're with now, don't text him. You've done enough to this man. Leave him be. That's the best thing you can do right now. It's painful though if your boyfriend's like, hey, I don't know about the relationship you have with your male best friend. I think he might be into you. I don't like how you're flirty. And you're just like, no, it's fine. And then you end up leaving him for that boy. Oh, that man is going to vent about you. 24 female UK. Basically, how do I get into your pants? How do you get into my pants? I could ship them to you. I got slim waist and long legs. I don't know that they're gonna fit. 21-year-old female. I'm in a 3+ year relationship, but I'm feeling myself losing interest. Should I try to work it out with them or end it? To be honest, it doesn't really matter what you do. I think what you do depends on what the problem is. You need to identify what the problem is. Losing interest is such a vague thing. You can't just be like, oh, I'm losing interest because something's missing. You need to find out what that missing thing is so that it's not missing in a future relationship. Or if it's something that can be found within the current relationship you're in. So you need to do a little deep diving, a little soul searching, and find out what it is exactly that is missing from the current relationship. And then if they can't provide it, then move on. If they can't provide it, then stay. As simple as that. But it starts with you. You have to figure out what's missing. And figure it out exactly. No vague terms. Get it specific. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love doing these submissions videos. I will probably do more. Actually, if you want to, in the comment section of this video, recommend topics for submissions. We did secrets, we did relationship advice, we did life advice, any other type of category of submissions that you'd like to see, feel free to let me know. I just enjoy doing these so much, reading your submissions. As wild as they are, it feels interactive, and I love having this interaction with you guys. Also, just a disclaimer, I am not all-knowing, although it may seem as such because I'm so intelligent. Not all my advice is perfect, so I don't know all the situations fully. Not all my advice is going to work for you. So if you take some of this advice and it doesn't work out for you, that is your own fault. You shouldn't have listened to me. That was a case where my joke was a little bit funny at first, and then the more I thought about it, it got funnier. That's why I kept laughing a little bit more intense each time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodles!